forth the reads, it kind of looked like Tetsu had Book's number. And you know what, I think he needed to get those L's in for him to kind of wake up. You saw that he was like, oh, okay.
Have you ever watched my Joseph Darling? No, I have not.
That was crazy. That was insane. But, man, that's how, I would say, brutal these brackets are. We're not even.
It's something I wanted to check out at some point, though.
Out. Oh man, this it is unforgiving here. It's
because I've seen it around so much.
Stacked and packed the brackets are. These guys are hungry for points, folks.
And there's a lot on the line. You know, there's the Tekken World Tour points, EWC spots, and you know you've come here and everybody's a killer. But if you want to see what killers are out there and what they're up to, please do check out TekkenWorldTour.com and follow the X at Tekken, at BNE Esports, and the YouTube for all the replays, all the VODs, everything you're seeing here and everything you might have missed, you can catch there, BNE Esports on YouTube.
I think we're about to close out this Pool B side of the bracket, but we still have a lot more because there's still Pool C and D to come. But we will be taking a short break, folks, just to kind of relax and kind of stay hydrated.
My heart rate's still like 7,000. Oh, man.
I was at the edge of my seat in that matchup. But folks, we're going to take a quick break. Don't go anywhere. More of the Tekken World Tour when we come back.
Everybody's favorite golf series finally returns to the fairway. Everybody's golf. Hot shots. Discover courses teeming with variety. There's something for everyone to enjoy. Swing into fun with Everybody's Golf.
Smashed it!
The controls are simple. Just aim and time it right. Nice shot! It's easy to learn, yet challenging to master. Feel the rush as you sink that ball.
Is a new season 2 in July? Gotcha.
Hone your skills.
The Jin players are on fire today, man. Yeah, well, I mean, CBM did lose, but he made it out loser side.
Get into friendly competitions with up to 4 players, local or online.
That was a sick vibe!
Experience wacky events and fun new ways to play. From solo to multiplayer mode.
Alright, so we should be moving on to the third pool of the day, which has King Ray, Rest, who's a Korean Hwarang player that lives in Australia, I believe. We have Double, the Law player, Nobi, Dawood Sikander, iMusician, Mangja, Chanel, Edge, Nino, Polton, and Nice Barber. So another crop of really strong players in this pool. My Dress Up Darling is a good anime, and I assume you meant recommend Demon School Iruma. I haven't heard of that one. Chat, any of y'all been playing Rematch or the new Elden Ring joint? I never played more of Elden Ring after like that one stream I did, so kind of missing out. Also, oh, I see why they gave you that fucking Lapras. They give you the Lapras because you need a Pokemon that can surf. So in the event you haven't caught a water type or some shit yet, they wanted you to have something that could surf. That's why they gave you the Lapras. So I gotta try Expedition 33. Gotcha. Night Rain is lit. That's what I heard. Like a rematch. I played it a little bit yesterday. Or was it the day before? Also, I might not make it to the 4th pool, but we gonna see. I kind of debating on if I even want to stay up long enough to see the 4th pool because I'm already kind of tired, and if I go to sleep soon, I wake up at a good hour, have a good start to my day tomorrow, you know? I don't know, we'll see. I'm playing it by ear. Oh shit. When I surf on Lapras, I'm actually surfing on a Lapras as opposed to just a weird random generic like ambiguous Pokemon blob. So if I use a different Pokemon to surf, will it actually be that Pokemon? Like if I was to surf on like a Gyarados or some shit, would it actually be Gyarados, or is it just always Lapras? And it just happens to be Lapras.
And welcome back to your
as I'm
Battle Arena
surfing on one.
Melbourne.
Again, you playing Pokemon X.
TWT 2025 Tekken 8 pools. We're going to be coming at you with Pool C. My name is Chipsy, and alongside me, the absolute commentary Australia GOAT, Brownman FGC.
You're too kind, good sir, fellow goat. How you guys doing? How you guys doing? Hopefully you guys had a good break and are ready for the next wave of Tekken action. We're at Pool C, and we've got a fresh and fit Chipsy. Look at this. You can't see his full outfit, but he's going crazy.
Thank you. No, I had to pull through, man. This event means so much to me and everybody here. So, you know, when I get the chance on the big Saturday, I have to pull through and, you know, got to come clean with it, you know.
Happy to have you as always, looking fresh.
Thank you.
You should follow Chipsy on his socials. He's always... You're going to start posting more style stuff, actually.
Maybe
so among the friends, I'll like message him like, yo, how does this look? Like, give me the feedback. Thanks, man. He'll hit me up about TCG. I'll hit him about clothes.
Yeah, he's helped me so much. But, hey, it's not for everybody, so I get it. Probably a few hits or a few misses, mate, depending on who you are. But, man, I've been having the time of my life right now. I've been floating around, watching games everywhere on the stream. I've been checking out all the pools. It's absolutely stacked here. One of the most stacked Battle Arena Melbournes of all time.
The most.
It is number
like,
one.
No contest.
Number one. It's crazy. And, you know, we got to start strong,
Yeah,
man.
take it easy, Ram.
Enjoy
your game, homie.
Two people here. We got Chai coming in hot. Victor Aficionado from New South Wales. And he'll be going up against Worldwide.
Going with the cloud. Interesting costume there. You don't see that one too often.
Yeah, he's armored up.
Users.
Yeah, you need that for against Victor, dude. Like, he's swinging with all kinds of weapons. You need that stuff.
All right, let's get it going. Victor versus Clive, match 1 of Pool 3. Let's get it going.
Yeah, very, very interesting here. Two characters that have a lot of range, weapons obviously, so, you know, especially with lows and stuff, low parries off the table, they play a little bit similar, so let's see how it goes.
Get it going, electric hand. He doesn't even do he thinks he's a Mishima, bro. Come on, man.
Yeah, he's glowing, though. Where do you get that from?
It's a battery pack and he's... Oh, well, big start. Big statement to start it out.
Yeah, way to start. Chai getting a little jab, but not the full string there. Goes for the throw, and it connects straight away.
Good grab there. Going for the low swipe. Oh, gets the reversal. Man is ready. 1+2.
Yeah, huge parry. That parry activates instantly, and it started off so much damage. Can Worldwide continue it? But no, Chai's just going to go straight back to the well. Generic grab landing again.
This has become a grappling match so far. Activates heat. Chai got some good situation, but as I say that, Worldwide starting to pick it up here.
Yeah,
Goes
he's
for the low.
gone, but yeah, blocking that hell sweep, and what a punish on the power crush with the throw. That's going to be chunky, 44 damage, and Chai going to take that first round with some good defense, honestly.
100%, looking really good. Worldwide has a very interesting offensive style, and that definitely is catching Chai.
Looks like Diaphone made it to top 8 in City of the Wolves.
Stayed alive and got the first round.
Is he here
Tried to throw Chai.
Bam?
Wrong test, perfect power crush through the charge though. Chai
he's
with the
wiggling.
stance. Oh yeah, he's trying to get something.
Oh,
He shot him? A big Oki, and there it is. Spends the heat smash low. It's going to put him pretty close now, but Chai still with a little bit of work to do. Blocks the orbital. Not quite a punish, but the throw is going to take a Chai up 2-0 right now.
he was confident that so far the grabs have been working, so I thought that was the best option in that situation.
Yeah, man, look, if it's working, you got to keep doing it. He's, I think, 3 for 4 on those now.
Looking
Very
good.
important. Floor
Glorious
blast,
lava,
yeah.
right?
Very important. Got to be careful.
Lets it fly. Chasing him down. Hits it again. 2 for 2.
Yeah, that full string connecting, but no, not this time. Chai with a block on the slow hell sweep. It's going to spend that floor as well. No longer in play.
All right, sidewall saving Worldwide here, but again, going back to those grabs, getting it 100% of the time so far.
Yeah, this time with the 1+2. Heat's engaged. He goes for the unblockable. Maybe a little too fancy. Worldwide.
tried one himself.
Yeah, he
Whoa, what's going
retaliated
on?
with it, dude. He took that personally.
Excellent whiff punish. Uses up that heat smash. Chai still has one of his own.
Expulsion. Just dashing, waiting for something well spaced.
Oh, he broke it.
Yeah, he was ready, and a big counter hit for Worldwide.
You finish it
Version here, yeah. All right, able to take it. Worldwide on the board says, I'm still in this one. We're 2-1.
Getting on the board.
Started
That
you
was
pick
he was doing
Froakie, of
generic
course.
previously, and it was working pretty well.
Greninja's just
He
way
hit
too
that
sick.
1+2, and he was ready for it. He's learning.
Yeah. Getting used to it. Nice heat engage right against the wall as well. Gonna pop the full heat string, but again, Chai just used to that stance.
The unfortunate
transition.
part is I got
Yeah, I think so.
a really bad nature for my Froakie, but I was too lazy to like reset to get a good one, so.
He's gonna steal that right back with a heat burst. Big hop kick
where's he
attempt,
going?
but yeah, big cross up. I don't know what's going on.
What tournament is this? This is BAM. Battle Arena Melbourne.
Carries him over.
In
Some
Australia.
good damage. Chai still
Lots
has some
and lots and
resource to work
lots of
with.
big
Good
names at
whip
this one.
punish.
Despite the fact that these are two players who you're probably not familiar with as they are Australia natives.
Sorry, not the CS. The COD reflex is just
But this
ready
is a
at the
master event
distance.
on the
Yeah,
tour,
man, he's
and
Look, this Victor
pretty
Radar
much
has so
every big
much range,
Korean
and
name you
something
can think
Chai's
of is
so good
here.
at is waiting
Multiple
to use it.
Pakistan
Hits
players
a
as
heat
well.
smash. Can he finish it off
Japanese
here?
representation.
Get over here.
Book, AK.
Big low throw. He actually breaks it when he needs it. It's gonna be close.
Goes for the very risky, a bit overzealous on that attempt. That could have been a game changer.
Yeah, that was really, really close there. That grapple, the UCF1 right there, pulling Chai in, almost closed it out, but
What'd you pick for your
ultimately,
second
Chai
starter?
Gets through. Could have easily been
Bulbasaur,
final
but I'm
round
probably
there.
not going to actually use him on the
Okay,
team
well,
at all
we're
because I
back
think I
here,
want a
back into the
Leafeon.
stratosphere.
I'm not going to actually use any of the
He's gonna use
Kanto
it more. We'll see.
starters.
Chai used it a little
I
bit
didn't
at
pick
range.
Charizard, even
Trying
though
to
it would have
pull
been
in.
cool for Mega Charizard X.
The Clive, yeah, he's
But
on
I'd
fire,
already decided I was
literally.
going to use Pyroar as my fire type on my
Alright,
team,
let's
even
get
though he's
going
not very
now.
good, it doesn't feel like.
It's,
But
like, obviously the
I just wanted to use
grabs,
something I hadn't
started
used
to be
before.
less effective, but,
and then with
let's see if
Squirtle,
Chai
I was
still
like,
goes
well,
back.
Squirtle's my
They
favorite,
were
but I already
overall
decided
low
I'm using
risk to go
Greninja,
with.
so
But Worldwide,
I just like
when he's
overlap with the
hitting,
water
he's hitting
types.
every-
I was like,
Yeah,
I guess I'll get
very important. Yeah, when he
Bulbasaur.
gets started,
But then
it's
I
hard
got
to
an
stop.
Eevee, and I was like, yeah, actually, you know what? I want
Not gonna work on
Leafeon.
the low,
So
unfortunately, in Chai.
it's just going to
Snipe
end up
out
sitting in my
orbital with the
box.
stance too should be enough.
And I think, yeah, Chai here is trying to let go of a lot of the hesitation and waiting. Is just, look, I'm just going to go for it now. I think I've
It is
got
really cool
an
that they give you
understanding of
that,
how he's
though, one of the
playing,
Gen
but
1
as I say, that
starters.
big counter hit at round start.
W
We saw Chai
nostalgia
get
bait.
that launch at the start of the last round, but Worldwide retaliates, catches that sidestep button with the homing move. Chai's going to steal it back there with a punish, and here comes all the stand stuff. He's going to keep going with a running low as well. Just look at this. It's an avalanche. Really.
Whoa, we went through it. Threading the needle with the orbital. Taking this one to the wall, perhaps.
Yeah, got to be one of Clive's strongest tools. He turns to liquid, essentially, when he goes for it. Look, it's just all the heat stuff at the wall, and this time, Chai caught ducking Worldwide. Leveling it, man, closer than the score may suggest.
As I was saying, like with Worldwide, when he's hitting hard. And as you saw, he's just running away with it on that one. But Chai, again, staying composed and trying to bring this one back. Blocking the orbital attempt there once again. Whoa!
He flew out of there. That parry off the flying stance, crazy. Against the low, he's going to move in with the Phoenix Shift, but Chai shuts it off with a heat burst. And as Worldwide tries to do the same, Throw's going to shut that down.
Worldwide taking things to the next level with some of these interactions. Gets the second hit of the double slice. Good grab there, no break.
A but the expulsion, you gotta be waiting for it when Chai's got the heat, and look at that, perfectly spaced, just shimmying back out of the stance to whiff punish the power cross. Chai now on set point.
And that move had so much range, but again, Chai was just playing smart outside of range.
Chai on stream this fucking go. You familiar with Chai?
There it is. There's the power crush. He's going to take to the wall.
Is this a streamer or something by chance?
At least a good position for Worldwide here. What can he do? No, this is going to pop the floor blast. Huge for Chai.
All right, taking this one to the wall, most likely there. Get a nice combo after the explosion. That's some heavy scaling.
That was the scaling.
Yeah, that
OD.
is important, right? But still, more than you normally get. Oh, lucky. Snuffs out the heat smash with a grab.
Got a tag partner?
Yeah, legit. It's 2 against 1. Come on, man. Boom,
I mean, I think we're fighting on an asteroid. That's
An Aussie streamer who does Tekken and a lot of Souls-like
I think
content.
so. Anything goes when we're out of Earth, and there it is, Chai. Going to take it. Love hearts to the camera. He's going to take it 2-0. Very,
Yeah, I feel like I have seen him before,
honestly, closer than the
or
score
heard his
suggests.
name somewhere.
That was a sweat. That was just a nail biter, honestly. Like, you could tell also, like,
Hey, I popped on
what?
Twitch and I randomly saw this tournament. I'm not familiar. What is this one? This is Battle Arena Melbourne, which is a tournament that is held every year in Australia. It is a master event on this year's Tekken World Tour, and there are a lot of very big name players here, as well as a bunch of Australian natives.
As well. It's crazy.
Yeah, no.
I want to see who has to run him into him loses. That's gonna
Yeah, no, look, Chai is... You mentioned it during the set, but the reactions, one of his specialties, honestly, if you watch some of his gameplay, is Victor has a very long-range rage art, and Chai is willing to just wait for you to make that one overstep, that one mistake, and he will snipe you from so far, funnily enough, given the COD reference, right? So, hey, if it works, you got to do it, and it's one of his specialties for sure, and it got him around.
100%. But next up, we have Rest versus PS Eclipse, I want to say.
Okay. Yeah, interesting. Rest, you know, I think pretty world-renowned at this point, and, you know, like an Australian legend in a way. He was here for a long time.
We were claiming him.
Yeah. Some people were. You say we, but we got to talk for everybody.
As a region.
Yeah, no, but
Hey, it's Rest.
He's still one of us.
Oh shit, he looked like he'd been in the gym.
But he's currently back in Korea. Recently got picked up as well, so he will get more opportunities to travel. Definitely one of those players where everyone was scratching their heads like, hey, why isn't this guy, you know, Mr. Worldwide, pun intended.
Yeah.
But yeah, damn, PS Eclipse got a crazy afro. That's dope.
That is sick. It might be Cyclops, actually.
That makes, yeah.
I think that might be it.
You're right.
We figured it out.
Cyclops.
There we go.
Cyclops, but Cyclips.
That's pretty sick.
Yeah. What does it mean?
I don't know. We're
gonna have to ask him.
about to find out.
Have a post-match interview.
Yeah, no, we got to ask him. But here we go. All right. Kicks versus punches. Huarong versus Steve.
Steve, okay.
Yeah, let's go. We're going straight in on the secluded trading ground. We got some lore.
Let's get it going.
Yeah, what's better, punches or kicks? All right, Rest. It's a very, very strong player, you know, at the end of the day from
He ran
Korea.
Chai Coliseum, which was pretty big online
But we
tournament for
gotta
the
defend our own
OCE.
turf,
That's
man.
Rest. He don't look like he got enough, to be honest.
Oh, going for the duck again. Not
Oh,
pressing
like
too much,
he doesn't look
jumps
like he
back.
got
Oh,
enough
nice.
rest. Haha.
He knows what he's doing.
Yeah.
My fault. I also have not gotten
Yeah, I
enough
think
rest, so it took
on
me
the
a
back step,
second
they're
to
not quite
catch on
working out
to
that
what
time,
you
but
talking
Rest has
about.
got to be thinking about it now. Steve, ever so evasive. Going into Lionheart creates so much space, but Rest dealing with it well so far. He's got a chunky combo, and Rest combos, man, they hit harder.
Oh, yeah. Oh, there we go. He's got something in store for him.
He can just adapt so well no matter what. No matter where you are on the stage, Rest
Sheesh.
can get it done, taking that first round.
Yeah, he's a combo video maker while he's playing matches. It's actually insane.
Yeah, he does both. At the highest level as well.
Yeah.
Nice
Down forward
DF2.
two
Hey,
check. We're going to see another one.
Hey.
Nice
Bow,
combo
bow.
here. I mean, it's Rest. But the Cyclips
Right
is
forward.
really
Plus
struggling to make
frame.
that.
Backlash.
The first round,
Da,
he looked like he was
da,
able to really use
Ba,
his defense
to the
and
wall. 4
break
3
through
4.
some situations. But now Rest is just pounding at the door and not letting
Backlash.
him
He
do
burst.
Yeah, he's been doing this combo
Bam.
for quite a while now. Tries to check with the mid. Not going to work out, but with plenty of life to spend, he's going to just burn.
Yo, this dude doesn't stand a chance.
As he goes 2-0 up.
There we go. And potential final round in the first game. Gets that new low in, homing as well.
Yeah,
In case you're
very
going anywhere, you're going to
Oh
get
my
kicked in the
god,
leg.
the counter hit back
Yeah,
4.
sort of make a read on that one.
Bop.
And, you know, Rest is going to be using those strong mids of Huarongs as well to back it up.
Nice.
And Huarong does have, you know, new options to go into Flamingo from while standing.
Look, you forgot Rest was like that. Nah, he been lit.
Yeah, very important. All right, Rest taking it 3-0 quite confidently.
The way all the top level
As you
foils
probably
make
expect from
DF2
someone
look
of his
fucking
caliber.
broken. It's a good move.
And you-
He's
real good move.
Rave right now.
that is crazy. Look at that.
Safe
Strobe
too.
light? Strobe effect?
Look down.
That nigga fro was ridiculous.
That's crazy. All right, we're going straight back in, though.
All right.
Steve Specialist. Yeah, we're going to Paris.
Yo, that's kind of a burn. That's kind of crazy, though.
Yeah, I
Basically,
know.
you talk too much, bro.
I know. Told him to shut up.
Very fancy English way of saying you talk too much.
Yeah, I know. Very posh. All right, there it is. The Macroya kicks going into that new Riflemingo 4-3. Very strong tool.
Dashing in and out, back to the wall in a rough situation.
Damn.
That throw unbroken, going to
Poor
close it out
fellas
with the
is
low.
not prepared for this at all.
Rest, all right. Continuing that momentum.
This is round 1 too. This is homie's first match in
big
pools.
counter hit at the start. Activates heat. That momentum is flying.
Yeah, and you can see Rest able to continue off that low because there is a mind game when you block it, right? And Rest assuming Cyclops
Nice.
is in the way, but a perfectly spaced Lionheart back
Oh, and then he
step.
dropped his
Fortunately,
combo.
Dropping the combo, Rest will capitalize on that.
Looking like a ray of light there, but unfortunately couldn't keep it up. Rest not having it, snuffed
Nice
it
down
out.
jab.
Cyclops playing.
Oh, didn't get the
defense at
float.
moment.
There it is,
It's
that move
mids.
again. Very strong. And, you know, this is ultimately such a strong tool for Hwoarang in this matchup. Given the high crush, Steve has a lot of really strong high punches like that back one we just saw. And Rest using it.
Waiting for
to
June
put
to show up and
himself
talk
on
about how
set
Steve
point.
is ass again. Steve is actually very
Looking
good.
for himself again. Activates heat. Trying to put him near the wall where that fish tank is. Scared fish alert.
Oh yeah, look at the big cracks in the glass. Rest though, turning it around to get a combo all the way across the stage. It's a couple hits now, and that Hwoarang pressure, you're used to it. 7 golden led as Rest, gonna take it to her.
How you feeling? Very tired.
Sits on him. But yeah, big shout out to Cyclops. That's a sick hairdo.
Yeah, that's awesome.
The headphones left the imprint in his
I rate
nigga
it.
fro.
All right, here we go. Next, I believe we might have
Oh, I see
Ray.
King Ray Jr.
Okay.
Yeah, welcome to Australia. Yeah,
He's usually sick with it.
yeah, legit. Legit. That's one way to say it, yeah, for sure, man. No, so strong, especially coming out swinging on the 2025 TWT, man. You know, Brussels Challenge.
Yeah, man.
Unbelievable, strong results, and you know you must all used to be used to his Asuka now.
Oh yeah.
Just so strong.
I mean, can you really get? He's just so dynamic with it, and as the game has changed, he's stuck with it, and now he's, you know, I mean, I don't think it would be too much argument, the strongest Asuka on the planet.
Oh yeah, and like, look, there's a shot for like he's in that talk now, especially at the start of this world tour of like best players, like just. He's clearly putting in a lot of work, and he's got a really good mentality to playing the game, so it's paying off big time now. We're really starting to see it.
Looking good, and now we also have Zero Arc,
Yeah, okay.
local hero.
Yep, another one we got to defend the turf against. So you'll be seeing a lot of these battles with, you know, the internationals we're so happy to have here versus some of our local talents. Good to get these guys on the stage, battle it out, show it
Give
off for
them
you
those
guys.
opportunities, right?
Yeah.
Because you'll see where a lot of these players, like, they don't really get seen too often, but they're actually straight killers.
Yeah.
And then you see them when an event, a big event where a lot of internationals and a lot of stack competition comes to their home territory, and they are compelled to defend the land. You will see some players go absolutely insane, and that could be a jump-off point for their careers potentially. So it's important to have a good, if you can, have a good performance when the show comes to you, and you never know what could happen.
Yeah, no, for sure. But yeah, now's the time to show you stuff. We were just mentioning it before, but we've got so many strong players here. I'm having the time of my life right now. I haven't had so much fun watching Tekken, so I'm loving it, and I'm just sinking it in, taking it all in.
Oh man, we got so many people in the venue as well that, you know, weren't able to enter the tournament. They've come to support, come to watch, come to do all that. Like, we have Samoan, New Zealand, Australian legend Mojo Jojo over there. Just walked past. One of the legends in the game. If you don't know, now you know.
Oh, for sure. One of the best. They call him Wojo for a reason. Big W's.
Big W's.
When he's
only.
around.
Wojo, whoa.
That's it. That's it, man. All right, getting into it. As you expect, the Asuka from King Ray, but I saw a bit of Reina on Zero Arc side.
Okay, there we go.
Off to the Coliseum of Fate as well. So open stage, and you know, plays into the hands of a defensive character like Asuka. Like, if you've been watching, you know, King Ray Jr.'s
Remember when I used to have a fro in my younger years? Me too.
Tools. Asuka has access to
Mine was a lot
different
more than 2
parries,
years
kick
ago,
parries,
though.
punch sabakis, and even quick little counter hits like can and stuff to really catch you overstepping. So with a big open stage like this, you have all the time in the world. Let's see what he's going to
I
do.
don't think I've
with
ever
it.
seen King Ray pick this
Excellent
costume
block there.
before.
Wasn't ready for the correct punish, but Zero Arc from New Zealand. King Ray coming all the way from the US.
Yeah, big trip, man. That is a long journey. Just checking with the heat, the Naniwa Gusto power-ups.
A bonk over the head. Hold that. Oh, and the charge gets the follow-up. This is going to hurt. It's going to be dead.
What do niggas be doing in Australia anyway?
Yeah, such a
That's
strong
like a
tool,
place
able
that
to
like
get
I don't even know
that
if I'd ever
grounded
want to
spike
make
as well,
that
just
trip.
for a little
That shit
extra
is
damage.
so far. And then what do you do once you're there?
Plus frames as
You
well.
know?
Just plus frames on plus frames. Seeing what Zero can do about it. Nice sidestep to the right with the down 4-2. Unfortunately,
Hunting human-sized spiders. Just go there just to see some kangaroo and dip.
Excellent combo here. And some of the Asuka combos, especially when they start off axis, it's very difficult to actually get the
Not fucking with
last
the
hit or
bokeh.
two in.
Yeah.
A lot of the times King Ray will either stop it early
Bokeh?
or just kind of go for a different option.
Yeah, and taking out Oki, can be very, very good. The aggressive style and just trying to snowball offense is very good, and sometimes cutting that combo short can really help. As we see here, he's got all the time to just set up the unblockable fake out.
Oh, and the sidestep into the Asuka style shooting star.
Damn.
All right, King Ray Jr. strong as expected, and he's going to continue. Nice punish on the mid extension there from Zero, building a bit of offense of his own, but there's one of the defensive tools we were talking about, that down back one.
Just don't rock with that. Understandable.
Yeah, Zero.
Okay, Zero is starting to get some momentum and get some hits on the board. Can he keep it up? Take this round perhaps?
There's that wall standing for both players with the heat available. But no, the homing while running 1+2. It's going to give a big launch with the heat.
The range on that launcher can be very deceptive.
Yeah.
Jesus Christ.
Gotta be careful, man. And King Ray
Dude.
Jr. converting massively off that.
Nigga.
3-0 over Zero Arc. Looking pretty good, man.
Okay, let's see what Zero has.
That combo
in
is
store.
ridiculous.
Obviously, it was very hard. He was not able to get in many times. It seemed like King Ray was just able to run his game and not be concerned about too much.
Yep. As we move to the arena underground, got to be extra, extra careful. 4 wall blasts in play all around the stage.
Combo time.
Yeah, can really change the effectiveness of some of your moves, particularly at the wall, because there's going to be a big payout. But King Ray
was
Jr.
just tweeted out that
keeps going huge read with
I
the
started
hop
feeling
kick
kind
over
of
the
sick
low.
today, and it's only
Didn't
gotten
need to
worse
use
as the
heat
day
there.
has
He
gone on.
opted to
So
keep the wall.
And why not, right? There's that new up forward one, very strong. Going to get a full conversion off this as well. As you mentioned, heat still on the table if he really needs it to close it out, but there it is.
Crazy.
hopefully he still manages to play well
KO. All
later.
right, King Ray
Wall
Jr.
to wall. It took a tour of half the stage.
I know. He went like sideways and everything. Flying him around. All right, big block. Going to get that punish and force the mix off the destabilizer.
Big charge up there. Spikes him down.
I don't remember Asuka being good. Is she actually viable? Every single character on the roster in Tekken 8 is viable. There are no unviable characters in this game. That being said, Asuka is more than viable. She's quite strong.
Full spin, there's an unblockable if you spin multiple times, but King Ray's happy to cut it short.
All right, try to get a reversal in there. There we go. You got to be careful
Nice
with that
interrupt
one.
with the down forward too.
Launching up with that combo.
Just shy of the wall, but still able to pick up there with the 3-ring circus. That's going to be a
Yeah, that's not punishable
punish on
while
that
standing
while
4-4?
standing 4-4. King Ray looking primed to take this one. What's the combo?
Right, activating that heat again was susceptible to these knowledge checks, but now getting a combo of his own. I believe the first big one in a while.
Yeah, I think so. With a big read from the full crouch. Typically risky, but not risky if it hits. Zero, can he get it going? No, the down back 1-2 is going to splat onto the wall. Can King Ray convert it using that heat dash to realign? And that's going to be it.
Punch the fuck
King
out
Ray
of her.
Jr. 2-0 over Zero.
Very nice work there.
6-0.
I believe Zerark will be going down to the loser's side and continue his path there.
Yeah, and that is a tough path, man. We were saying such a stacked tournament, and the loser side of these events is so crazy, let alone the winner's side. You've seen it if you've been watching earlier today. So many big names pulling through, so someone's got to lose, man, with this many names here.
It's nuts down there. It's like a Shark Tank, and they're not willing to make a deal. So
crazy,
you might get bitten.
Yep.
Who do we have up next? Oh, we got Yarrow and a friendly treat. So Yarrow, a legend in Sydney, one of the newer. He's like medium gen now. He's been around for a few years, Tekken 7. And a friendly tree, triple OG, one of the Council of Nina members.
Yeah, known a lot for his Nina tech. Provides very informative information on the character. A specialist in Nina. And yeah, you mentioned Yarrow, Kazuya, sometimes Paul. 2 characters with
got a lot of characters
damage.
in the pocket. I think usually tournament we're gonna see the Kazuya, and he does. Look, I would bet a cookie right now that we are gonna see a down 4-2 electric.
Okay, yeah, no, he's got the execution on lock, and when you're jumping on the stage, that's the time to try it.
Oh, yeah.
right?
Is
You
this
gotta-
early on in the World
Kazuya
Tour, near
played
the,
lots
near
of
the
time.
end?
They
This is
win.
very early on. The
I
tour
just wanna
just
hit
started
these.
this
That's
month.
the win.
We've known a bunch of Kazuya players historically that are like that. It's just like, look, if I'm on stage, bro, you can take
Character
the
power
map.
in this game
You're
is
just gonna
super
eat
high.
this combo
Agreed.
right
I've been
now.
low-key wanting to
that
make my
is their
first video
win
about it, but I'm a
condition.
bitch and probably won't.
And it is for a lot of people
should do it,
watching. They
man.
love to see stuff
Also,
like
I'll
that.
be right
because
back.
Kazuya has a massive fan base, and that execution is always so sick to see on display, and it will give you a massive combo if you can land it.
100%.
Huge.
And those type of situations, those type of, I guess, execution opportunities have become less prominent over the last year or two.
Yep.
And so when you do see them, it's a real pleasure. It's a real pleasure for sure. And we got Friendly Tree's a super family man now.
Yeah.
Family Tree.
Yeah.
He's,
Real.
He's kind of been not playing as much as he would usually. He does still try to put out content to teach the next generation of Nina players. But I'm curious to see what he has in store today. You know, legacy knowledge, it's like old man strength, you know what I mean? It'll come. I think he made BAM top 8 a few years back when he'd barely been playing that year.
Yeah.
Just had a kid. No, just had a kid. Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, look, a lot of these things are like riding a bike when it comes to Tekken experience. It's just there. Look at that. Just naturally
Cancel that
sniffing
to
out.
get that as well.
Sniffing out that hell sweep. Massive. Going to be big combos at the wall. Nina with a bunch of new interesting stuff. How can a Friendly Tree implement it?
Forward, forward 2, Demon's Paw started out, gets that heat in Devil form. He's looking for those down forward 2s.
He didn't get the counter hit he wanted, but it tracked for him. That's a little something.
That's something.
Can't flex with that, though.
Nice fuzzies, but interrupting here. Friendly Tree's timing really catching Yaro a little bit.
Just checking with the homing moves again and again. Poking, but that's going to be a big counter hit off the low. Yaro with the combo. Rage available as well, but with a lot of life to back it up.
All right, good Oki situation. Oh, he committed to the duck, and he got bonked on the head for it.
Yeah, off the Wavu. He's got those, man. You can only assume he does. If he's got the electrics.
Oh, yeah.
Little down forward 2 check, but not quite launching. He was crouching. There it is.
There it
You
is.
called it. First try, baby.
Man, I am pretty hungry. I could use that cookie.
Yeah, I don't know if I agree to that. Let's just both get one anyway. All right.
Spike down on the new moves there, and the Hellsuit gets blocked. A Friendly Tree taking the momentum back, but Sidewall saving Yaro there. He paid that one off. That was on the payroll.
Oh, yeah. Speaking of another electric there, getting Yaro some more damage, able to go 2-0 up and sort of looking pretty confident here. We've seen a few health sweep blocks, but it just hasn't been enough for a Friendly Tree to get back in the game because Yaro's just getting so many counter hits.
And use that strong aerial tailspin to get near the wall. Big combo.
Just checking down 2 string rip. Yaro's not going to bite. He's going to get the punish off it and use the heat dash. He's got a significant life lead here, but a Friendly Tree still with heat in the resource, but the while standing 2 seemingly out of nowhere. It's going to be a ton of damage and it's going to close it out. Yaro 3 rounds straight.
He did get a refund on that because actually, if you saw the first few frames of that particular round, he tried to do, I think, an instant while standing 2.
Yeah.
Snuffed out, if that's what it looked like. And it's funny, he closed the round out by completing the attempt.
Yeah. That's one of the funniest things I like seeing when people play. Like, they're like, I should have had that. I'm just going to go over it again. And they're going to pay me out. Yeah, it's good karma.
Yeah.
All right, back into it on the Ortiz farm. A Friendly Tree on the back foot. Down 0-1 to Yaro.
Will we see another down 4 to electric? That is the question. I mean,
Yaro versus a Friendly Tree. I'm not familiar with either of these players.
Electric there.
All the way, the additional wall carry off
I'm
the
out of
side
water.
step
I was
move
just
there.
in the kitchen. Damn it.
There's the health swing onto the wall. Will he spend the balcony though? Big decision to make here. No, gonna leave it.
There we go. Should be able to take out the round here with the right combo, I believe.
Oh no, no, that's not it. A Friendly Tree doesn't have much to play with. But can he do it? Yeah.
Work. Yeah, the guns are out.
Full string.
Oh, very
Looking
nice.
at 3DSs on eBay, these prices are
Used.
cooked.
Yeah, look. A Friendly
Yeah,
Tree
if you
tried to take
want
it back
a
first, but Yaro, man.
good condition
Oh, that's
3DS
a big move. A Friendly Tree not quite ready for it.
where the
Gets a little
screens aren't
damage for
fucked
it.
up and the
Just
paint's
poking
not all
away with
chipped,
that low, but another
and you want it to
massive
come with
counter
the charger,
hit. Yaro's
it's like
timing right now on
$300.
point.
Those Kazuya combos can get a bit finicky sometimes, so you got to be careful with them. But Yaro getting something back on the table. Excellent spin there. Spikes him down. All right, we're going downtown. Welcome to the Aztec Casino.
Yeah, with all the cash. Goes for that laser and just burns that last bit of heat.
A 3DS is worth something. It's just sitting
It's
collecting
becoming
dust.
more
Let me
of a
get that.
cash-based society, so I don't know how effective these are going to be now.
Yeah, I know.
I mean, sorry, non-cash,
yeah.
digital currency.
Big forward 3. Yara gonna keep it simple. 3 hits.
Yeah, 3DSs are worth like bare minimum like $200.
Yeah, the little low. That's it. Yeah, Yara on the set point. Very, very swift from Yara. Honestly, it's been just snowball after snowball as he gets another counter hit. And again, man, the timing on these electrics paying out big.
He's going through the Kazuya bingo card right there.
Really, yeah.
Electric, hello wave dash into electric that goes under high. Very nice. Ooh, he's waiting for it. Lying in wait, friendly tree, looking for a fat combo.
Gets it at the wall and has the wall blast to Yara's back, but he's done a good job to sidestep out of the wall. Friendly tree getting a little counter hit, yeah.
Oh, it's gonna hurt.
Massive getting that combo, just using that jab to extend it a little further, get a favorable position, and Yara with a running slide is going to take it to over a friendly tree.
Excellent work.
That was a quick 2-0.
I got what I wanted.
Yeah, exactly. I think everyone was happy to see at least one. Surprised we didn't see more, but I think the reason for that is that we didn't need to see it too much because his go-to was the electric anyway.
That's right, yeah.
It counter hit I don't know how many times. That was definitely the story of the set. Just Yaro's timing and his adaptability to what a friendly tree was doing to just hit those electrics ultimately just didn't allow him to do much. It's hard to get involved when that move is looming on such great reads.
And if you're not really on point and ready to work against them, it can catch you. There are a lot of weaknesses now with, say, the electric, for example, but if you're not on top of it and on your game, it doesn't matter how many weaknesses there are, you will get launched.
Yeah, it's one of those moves where you sort of have to, you really have to acknowledge it. It has to be on your mind and you have to
I've run into a slight issue
play around it, or
with my diet and exercise lately.
If you're not, it can be big trouble, honestly, with the damage as well. Yara's got the combos, dude.
And now we have iMusician versus Gumshoe.
And I think it partially has to do with my schedule being thrown off the last few days.
Games,
But
he's just a fixture of the FGC in the region, so look forward to seeing what he's got. But iMusician, absolutely.
Obviously, I'm eating at a calorie deficit.
Oh, man, you're telling me. Yeah, no,
to help me lose weight.
He is crazy, fundamentally solid, but also willing to party when needed, man. So you're going to have to get ready for a lot of shenanigans coming at you. On top of all that, just a fundamentally strong Tekken player.
And I think with iMusician, there was a point where, I think especially newer players, they don't know him so much. There was a period in Tekken 7 where he was traveling around a lot with his teammates like Nee and Chanel, and back when I think Puma was with them as well. That was a long time ago, so you did see him a lot, and he was doing some damage. He didn't reach the heights that maybe some people felt he could have, but he was.
But for
definitely
like
a
the
household
past
name
week,
at the time, especially for Yoshi. So
the
now,
issue I've run into is that
I do believe he had to take some time off.
I don't think I'm actually eating enough. I think I'm eating at too much of a deficit to where I just don't have enough energy.
And he's come back in the last couple of years.
Because like I should be eating. For me, eating at a deficit,
opportunities in abundance for him. He's definitely trying to get.
It's like 2,500 calories.
Yeah, back strong as ever, but we got Gumshoe as well on the lead.
And honestly, with me working out as much as I do, it maybe should be even a little bit more than that. I've been trying to stay under 2,500, but for like this past, for like every day this week, I've been like under 2,000,
What are you?
which is probably a little extreme, and like I don't think it's gonna have like any real like crazy side effects that are gonna negatively impact me or anything like that. But I don't know, I just
literally Will Smith, bro. Yeah, send help. But Gumshoe.
Do you have any equipment at your place?
Straight
Not really. I mean, I bought Eunice.
Not bad. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, I bought Eunice a walking pad that she has upstairs in her office, but that's really hers. It's not mine, and I don't use it. And she's got some free weights up there, but like just some 10-pounders. I don't personally have any equipment, no.
For the string, pushes him back. Didn't leave iMusician with too many options.
I gotta eat like 3,500 or 4K a day to keep weight. Yeah, for me to maintain, I would have to eat like 3,000, 3,250 once I get to where I want to be.
Activating that heat. Excellent duck.
Which
he was ready for it.
Wasn't really an issue. Eating 3,000 calories or more and eating it cleanly, that's a problem. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's hard. Eating 3,000 calories is easy as fuck. You know what I'm saying? I could do that shit easy. Doing it cleanly on a daily basis, now that's hard.
Just ducking under the Magic 4 with the flash punish. So ready for that situation. Very Yoshi specialist stuff right there. Wall combo is going to lead to more, and he went for another flash. He was close. He knew a button was coming, just on the wrong timing, but fortunately for him, he steals it back. Big damage at the wall.
Oh, it's going to look big hard here if he finishes this one. And
lean as fuck though, almost done. Yeah, I feel that. I'm making great progress. I just
ain't no slouch. He could definitely be taking some of these rounds.
Another thing as well is that like I can't really stock up
creating a lot of space so he can put
on like a lot of meat either, because like my freezer isn't like particularly big.
And in heat,
It's like I can't like buy a lot
underneath
of like food and just like, you know, keep it for like, I feel like I have to run to the store like every few days.
Figured out what was working, and it was big plus frames into big moves that Gumshoe just was not ready.
Eating 3,000 calories of lean protein and simple carbs sounds like a nightmare.
No, that was huge.
I think
damage
for
there,
me
but
the biggest issue is
I would
with
be too
that
if I
is
got
more
around,
like
but it's a good start, but you know, I believe in him. He can
since
get
I don't
more.
meal
We're
prep
sticking
is
it
like
out
I'm
with the
constantly
lead.
have to cook
And
that,
you know, this stage
and also
extra
just
scary.
the
You've got that low
cost,
heat
you know what I
smash on the
mean?
table for lead,
And that's also
and
part of
that's
my
gonna
issue
trigger
where
one
it's
of these
like,
scary walls, man.
so for example,
It's gonna be, I think,
obviously there are other things
now
I'm
he's gonna
keeping
have
like
to
in my
find-
fridge and my
he's gonna
pantry and
have to
stuff,
really
right? Beyond
try to
just what
remember a
I'm
lot of maybe
the
Yoshi
bulk of my meals
experience
consist
he has
of,
to
and
do.
then also,
Anyone's
you
gonna be
know,
busting out
Eunice lives with me as well, and she has her
really
own
obscure
things that she
situations
likes and that I buy or that she buys or
opportunities. It's
whatever.
gonna be our position.
Yeah, it
So
can be anything, and Yoshi's got a lot more of
typically,
them too. We've seen
my main thing of choice that I
Very
eat 2 or 3
scary.
times a day,
Nice 1-1
most
punish,
days,
knocking far
is just
away.
chicken breast. I love chicken
Big
breast.
shade,
It's one of
yeah,
the
I don't
best things you
think
can
you
eat when you're
convert.
dieting and
No,
exercising.
don't
There's a reason all the gym bros do that, and I don't really have an issue with that. Chicken breast is one of my favorite things to eat. It's my favorite part of the chicken.
He's doing a lot.
So I eat a shit ton of chicken breast.
Interrupting, not able to
The
quite
problem is if I
convert,
buy like
and
one
he
of
went for
the,
that flash again.
I think it's
That's
like a
a little
3-pound
bit
bag
off.
from Target
Yeah,
that I get,
I
right?
think it was the delay on the string.
I can
So
only fit
Gumshoe
about
did,
4 or
and he's
5
gonna
of
take that
those
opportunity, run away with it, just
in my
chicken.
freezer at a
He's toes for the
time,
lows.
in combination with whatever else is in my freezer at any given moment, most of the time, right? But the problem with that is that I eat
Heat available on
a
the
bag a
OT.
day.
You got a tech
And
roll, something
honestly,
terrifying your back.
I need more
To
than
the
one
red
bag a day
wall,
because
there it is,
I'm
checking with the mid. It's gonna give a full
one
combo
bag is
eye
only
position.
2 servings
What can
for
you do
me
with
in terms
that?
of the amount of protein I need to consume. Like once I like trim the fat and then like actually cook it and I bake it, like half of that bag is only about it's a 3-pound bag, but it really is like a pound and a half, if that, not even, honestly. Once I trim it and you know, clean it and cook it, it's normally like a pound of actual meat.
Yeah, little pickup.
And so I eat like half for one meal and then the other half for another meal. That's not even accounting for like my breakfast or my dinner, depending on like when I eat it. It's normally lunch regardless, but
lows on lows, but nice little interrupt there. But he was airborne. It's been the tail for Gumshoe. He's hit a lot of airborne moves, and
I want a deep freezer van. It's just one of those things I've just been putting off for a minute.
At the start of the
But I think it
infinite
might be
kicks,
time to
but
actually
can't
get
quite
one,
the
just so I
punish.
don't have to like constantly run to the store so
Not
much.
broken.
And so that I
He's
just
gonna sit on
always
the ground,
have,
but
you know what I'm
Gumshoe's
saying?
not going to take any of that. It's a chance for him to get back in the game.
Use
It's one
protein
hit,
powder?
but-
Yeah, I got some
Oh my
protein
God, our
powders.
musician, the situational
I tried out this
awareness to
brand
use
called
that
Transparent
movie
Labs.
to
I fuck with it a
in
lot. I got the
particular
milk chocolate
created a pushback
flavor and the strawberry
situation
milkshake
on the
flavor.
Power Crush.
And they're pretty good. I like them.
thought Gumshoe had that
But
for a sec.
it's
I
not.
can't get absorbed,
My
but
thing is, it's not an issue of like, oh, I can't eat enough to get the protein. Like I am capable of eating enough food. That's not an issue. It's more so having enough food to eat on a regular basis. I think is the biggest problem for me.
I don't know if that's the right direction. I don't know.
with Yoshi, you never
Although there
know,
have been
right?
some days where I'm just really
He's
not
saying
that
he's
hungry, or some days where I just don't
but
eat
we were
protein for
talking
breakfast. So like for
That was the
today, for
specialty
example,
we were
right,
talking
I had a
about
bowl of
before,
cereal
like
for
just
my
being so
breakfast
ready
with
for those
a little bit of
situations.
fruit.
It's clear that he knows Power Crush is likely there.
So
I'm
some
gonna
days
use
like
this
I'll
move
eat
because
like
I know
chicken
it's
or
this counter.
steak for breakfast
Labbing
because I'm
pays
like,
off.
I need my protein, so I'm just eating protein with every meal. But today I didn't. So I put protein powder in my milk and mixed that up and then poured the milk in my cereal and ate it that way. I got protein with my breakfast. And if there is a day where I just like, I'm just really not that hungry and I'm like way under my calories, but I still want the protein
it's just
because I am
ingrained,
lifting
right?
so
Like,
much,
You don't have to think
yeah, I'll throw
too
some protein
hard.
powder in there.
You know
but-
it's a thing, and you can execute it because you got the experience. So good stuff.
Oh, we have Nobi versus Dawood Skanda.
That is a
Hey,
massive
whoa.
game.
Also, take it easy,
Listen,
Squire.
I'm
Thank you for
telling
hanging out,
you,
man.
I've looked up on this stage throughout the day, and I've seen so many matches that.
Yeah, like today, I've only had
grand
1,800
final
calories, and that's
style
after that
matches,
little
and it's
bit of
just
beef
so
jerky I
early,
just
and we're
ate.
seeing them right now,
And then
so
yesterday
it's so hard,
was
you're gonna see a lot today.
was under 17. Before that, it was under 16. Before that, I had 1,900.
We've only just started.
Before, yeah, I have not been eating enough, and it's probably why.
Guys, I don't even think we've hit half.
Granted, I also didn't sleep
No,
well
no,
last
we
night,
haven't.
or I didn't
we've
sleep
got a
enough
lot to
last
get through
night.
today.
But
Have some more stuff for you tomorrow as well. It's gonna be bloody hard.
Stacked. I don't know even who's gonna be on that stage tomorrow. It's hard to say.
protein shakes with cereal milk
Yeah, I know.
is elite,
That's-
super easy and
That's
fast.
the
Yeah, I liked it
thing
a lot.
that's just- it's so hard about it. Like, not everybody can make it. There are so many people here that are worthy of making it, and they just can't mathematically. There's not enough spots, unfortunately.
Also been eating 2,500
So we got
calories or
two,
trying to, but yeah, for me that's a way
amazing
bigger
players on
deficit
stage.
since I'm pretty
One
big.
has
Some days
secured
I
their
get
legacy over
I get two, some days I'm
and one
over,
is
but I know it's still
another
way below
upcoming
maintenance, so I don't beat
contender
myself
to
up too much. If
defend
you're
the
just
legacy of Jones. What can you
if you're
tell us
below
about
what your
Nobi?
maintenance is,
All right, so no.
there's no point in beating yourself up, you know. And even if you go over, it's like it's not the end of the world, you know what I'm saying?
hit a
Slow
few
progress
times,
is better than
very
no
strong,
progress. So if you're sticking to it
slowly
most
changing.
days,
So, you know,
I'd say
known
that's a
for that, but,
success.
you know, he's also
I've
got
only
the
had
seed in the
one
back
day where I
pocket.
went over
He's
my
been
calories,
using
and it was
Lars,
when I
so
went to
we can
Korean
expect to
barbecue.
see
I took
characters
Eunice on a
like that.
date
Or
to
maybe Dragunov, you
KBBQ,
never know. Maybe
and I
he'll go with
ate
tried and true.
3,000 calories in one
Yeah,
sitting.
he's
So then I didn't eat
current
anything
top
else for the rest of the day.
Historically, I think the top 4 characters for Lars.
But that's the only time I've gone over.
You know, we see the Lars, Dragunov, Steve, and
That was my one and only
like.
like cheat day
Yeah,
I've
okay.
had since I've been taking
look,
this
if
all
you've got the
seriously.
fundamentals, Feng works perfectly right. Always a strong pick,
100%.
ever reliable, and he'll be going up against Daud, known for, you know, the Elisa.
Yes.
Very scary stuff.
Very,
I saw
very
him play
scary.
recently right before this tournament, and man, he's putting in work. That chainsaw man cutting him down.
Yeah, he's been one of those players where they've been very strong for a very long time, but just did not have the opportunity.
What do you use to track
show
counts?
that
I
to the
like
world
my
outside
fitness
of their
pal, and I
region.
have a scale. I weigh
He
myself so
did
I know
get
for
to
sure
go
what I
to a
eat. So
tournament,
I have an
believe,
app called Lose It
last
that I've been
year, I
using,
wanna say. And
where I
think
can
he
scan the
beat me twice.
barcode of the
Yeah,
food
wow,
that I'm
that's
eating, and
big.
it automatically has like all the nutritional facts and everything in there. Or if it's something that I make like from scratch,
Yeah.
like for example, I had this Italian dessert that I made called Rosamarina, and I found a calorie calculator that you can go to online where you find all of the individual specific ingredients that you use to create that food item that you use in the recipe, and then it compiles all of the nutritional facts and divides it up by however many servings you make, and then I just do the math for the much one serving is, and then you can like scan that in the app and like add it as a recipe in your phone, so you can just add it.
Interesting because I thought Daud, it's a no.
Yeah, I also have a scale. I have a scale, so I usually weigh whatever it is I'm eating based on how many ounces something is or how many grams something is, and I track it in my phone.
I want to bet on Alisa.
I also use Lose It. It's better than my fitness pal in my opinion. I like it a lot. I think this one is actually like, I think you have to pay for it, but I don't remember how much it is. It's not too expensive. I started with like a free trial, but I really like it, so I'm just gonna keep paying for it.
What character do I have in the back pocket?
It's not very expensive though. It's like $30 a year or something like that. I want to say. Don't quote me on that though.
Lars versus Lisa, keeping it honest. We're on Yakushima.
Hey, don't let your opponent mind game you in blind picks, ladies and
I don't
gentlemen.
remember how to find.
Amazing. All right, back
Find
one
that.
homing check. Gonna need that with Elisa's sideward movement. There it is. Goes to it again.
Think about it. This is crazy. We've got one of the best Japanese players and one of the best.
Or you can get a
players
lifetime
playing
subscription
down
for
here in
$50.
Melbourne.
Yeah, and so
You just have it forever that way. I might just do that, to be honest.
Trade. Nobi running in, gonna get that free little stomp and enforce the mix with a running one. There's that back one again.
Super strong. They are loving that right now. Covers so much.
But anyway, yeah, I use Lose It. I like it quite a lot. You can also log in like any exercises you're doing for your workouts and stuff. So I do that when I go to the gym. You can track your weight, your water,
That did a lot of damage
your
very
steps,
quickly, by the
all
way.
types
I
of shit.
swear
So
he had
it's really
half his
good.
life bar a second ago. But yeah, Daud able to
It was
take
$20 for a year, but it gave me 68% off lifetime. Yeah, I might just buy the lifetime subscription, to be honest, and just have it forever.
Very quickly, just checking with that fast mid. Daud is going to retaliate with the power crush and enforce that new dual boot transition.
Going for it. Do it again. Do it again. Oh. Third time's the charm. Go for the mid.
Yeah,
Also,
and
no, I
why not
feel you
go
on
for
that,
low
man.
now?
For
On
me,
its own,
Korean
only
barbecue is like
-12, can't
my
even
my
look for it
vice, where
'cause
I
it's a
really
chainsaw.
like that shit, and
Look
it's
at
also
Nobi's
like,
life. It's all
if I
gone
go to an
from it.
all-you-can-eat place, like how the fuck am I supposed to eat in moderation? When it's like, no, bro, it's all you can eat. I need my money's worth. You feel me?
Oh, that's going to be big. The heat dash conversion with Rage on the table. We might see it. Is he going to spend it? Because look, Daud has the heat available.
Okay, very nice. Again, still going to survive this one for sure. Actually, now I say that, hold on. Game-defying things are going to happen.
Yeah, I know, reverse
I
curse.
think with the scaling, yep, there we go. Who's game? Who's going to come in? Who's going to press what?
So yeah, in this app, for example, so when you download the app, it'll ask you questions like, you know, what's your age? Are you male or female? How much do you weigh now? How much do you want to weigh? How tall are you? You know, all that like information that it needs. And then it'll be like, okay, like how much weight do you want to lose? Or like, you know what I'm saying? And then it'll come up with a plan for you based on how much weight you want to lose and about how fast you want to do it. And it'll be like, okay, in order to reach this goal by this date, you need to consume this amount of calories per day. Obviously, you know, exercise helps a lot as well, but just eating at a calorie deficit will help you lose weight by itself. And so it'll come up with a plan for you and say you have to eat this many calories a day. And then it allows you, it splits things up daily by breakfast, lunch, dinner, and also has recommendations on how many calories you should consume for each meal.
keep the
also
pressure
includes
going, 'cause
snacks.
the counter hit check at
And you can
range.
enter stuff in manually if you want. If you come up with your own recipes, like I said, you can add that shit in. So you just have it there, and you just go to My Foods and you just add. I had 1 serving of this, or I had 1 cup of this. I had this many grams of this.
Yeah, look, maybe try to fly away,
yeah,
fly
then
to
it has
side
like
maybe,
a little
but
dashboard for you to
those
see,
great
like,
spots, they're gonna cover a lot,
you know,
and it's
you can
set
see
up
all your
really well. The
macros,
lightning
how much weight you've lost, how long how many days you've kept track of all your shit, and
the assist from the
gives you like a
start.
timeline of when you
That's
can
gonna be
expect
a
to hit like
huge
your goal
punish
weight.
for Dawood.
It's a really dope app. I highly recommend it. You can see all your macros and stuff as well.
Anything to kill.
So today I only had 170 grams of protein, which is a little bit
chop
less
up
than
all
what
that
I should be
recoverable
eating,
life,
but
very
it's fine.
important. But that should be more than enough. Dawood, all right. Both players on. The first game point.
All right, let's get it going. Starts off trying to track.
Spikes him down. It's just going to be mixes now. Lars going in and out of different stances. That limited entry mix being utilized here.
He's spinning, just has some red cordial.
Yeah.
It's a nice
Sugar rush.
spin, yep. Activates that heat. Gonna get a nice combo here. And again, clicking, the time is ticking down as
It auto
well
tracks
with
your
these
steps.
combos.
Wait, how do you do that?
Again,
I didn't know it could auto
get
track them.
situations where these long combos will help with timers. Activates that heat, trying to fight back.
Because I'm actually
Probably
curious
a bunch
just how
of
many
health.
steps it is from like my house to my gym.
Hope he has to work a little bit harder to chop off a bit
'Cause
of
I
extra
walk to and
life
from
that
the
Dawood
gym.
just got. That power crush, yeah, good idea, but he picked a quick
I was not
recovery
paying
move, so
attention to
he's
this
not
match
gonna
at all. I was
get much
talking earlier about how I'd be
forward.
locked into certain
He
matches, but we got to
burns
talking about some shit I'm
into the heat dash
really
again.
passionate
We saw
about right
him
now, and I
earlier
just
off a wood
completely was
punish.
not paying attention to this match.
Again, we're down
Being a link with my health app,
to 10
gotcha.
seconds.
You got like an
That
Apple
was
Watch or
meant to
something,
be
and you
the
have
time
it
that
like
has come to
synced up or
roost.
something.
That's come to play here. 5 seconds left.
There's not long to down forward 1-1, and Nobi gonna opt to close it out with some buttons. Gets there over the line, just very oppressive against the down forward 1-1, the new string, just giving so much more pressure for him to close it out there, utilizing that change.
We got Kasim here giving some tips to Dawood.
Yeah, what a player to be getting advice from. Gotta remember, yeah, you got this for a minute. He doesn't need it. Just a quick tidbit. Could be, you know, sometimes the simplest things you hear can change everything for
Like,
you.
literally be, hey, drink water. All right, thanks, fam.
Yeah, legit. Anything to help. Doesn't have to be overcomplicated. Keep it simple. We're going over to the Clive stage. Characters staying the same. Dawood sticking it out with Elisa.
Well done fire at the moment. With Nobi and Dawood fighting it out.
Low blocked. And he tried to enforce the chainsaws, but even on hit, Nobi saw it coming, mashed out of it. Just enforcing the mix here.
He's just moving forward, refuses any retreat. But there we go. Dawood finds his opportunity, gets some heat, looking for a big return. Maybe getting close to a wall. This is a perfect situation for her, and trying to go for the whip punish like he did before.
It was
Not
just
working this time.
It was such a weird situation, and unfortunately, the move he
the
used
rage art.
very unsafe, and Dawood's so ready for that.
Dawood getting the
He's
first
gonna
round
take
on the board. He
round
plays
one,
another
keep the
character other
same
than
rage
Alyssa
art
too,
again.
doesn't he? I know he mainly
Why?
plays Alyssa, but I feel like I've seen him play another character. I just can't remember right now.
Explosion.
And we back at it. So game 2, round 1 goes to Dawood. But Nobi still in a pretty significant lead so far. Gets a slam down. No low hit there. Couldn't get a punish.
Yeah, look, the sidestep spike.
No, Arslan was playing Lars
It's a great
for a
pressure
very
starter
brief
'cause
period
he's
of
able to
time,
get
and
a
actually
free
seemed to
hit,
like
which
he was
sets up
really
another
enjoying the
mix-up on
character.
Oki. So it's been a go-to for
But
him.
obviously he got some
Using
changes.
that
They did tone him down a little bit, but Nobi's sticking to it. So I wonder what it is that Arslan didn't like about the changes that Nobi's is like, I'm gonna still play this character.
To transition into limited entry for a better mix-up.
And we did see the electric of the coming from the sky there. And with Dawood as well. There's a lot of times where you'll see Elisa players always go for chainsaws, but we're seeing Dawood being very, very
Bracket real
comfortable,
quick.
not bringing them out all the time, like as we're seeing right now, and just kind of letting it rock until he needs them.
Yeah, you're right.
He likes the tool set of not
Ooh,
having
we get
it
Edge
initiate
as our
and then
next
goes
match.
in.
Hell yeah.
He's not relying on it. A lot of the
Yo,
damage
Golden
is
Knight
actually
Sama,
coming
what's
from
good,
like
man?
great reads.
I'm not
and
gonna lie,
good
chat. I
punishment.
might end
Fundamentals,
stream
man.
after we finish this
There it
pool
is. Look, sidestep
and
with
skip out
pressure.
on
Now you get the right to
watching
use the
the
chainsaws off
fourth
the heating
pool
gauge,
and top
he's gonna get a
32 and
big
just come back for
dash
top 8
combo
tomorrow,
for
just
that.
because I don't want to stay up too
Heavy
late.
does have rage in the pocket.
Because I'd really
Over
like
to
to
the
get up
ball,
early
but just a
tomorrow,
little
so that
too
way
far
I'd
to
make
get
sure
the wall
I'd
combo. Nobi been given a
have enough time to do
lifeline and a
everything
heat
I
smash.
want to
Gonna
do
close it
tomorrow.
out. Nobi now 1 round away from taking out the set against a very strong player, Dawood.
Very, very strong. They've both come a long way to get here. And you know, with
Time is
visas
top
and
8.
everything,
Top
like
8 is
Darwin and
tomorrow
the other
at, let me
Pakistani
actually go
players,
check.
It's a big struggle and a big deal to be here, so they're going to do their best. Let's see if we can make this comeback. Nobi, I mean, just another day in the office.
It's tomorrow
man.
at 8.
Yeah.
Doing
8
this
p.m.
for longer
Eastern.
than a lot of these players have been born.
Yeah, the transition to Lars, man, paying off big. You know, years of that Dragonov experience, but transitioning back to that Lars now, we know he's ever strong, and it's looking very good for him. But Darwood now, the comeback needs to be now.
Really trying to pick up the tempo here and just, you know, cut him to like 1,000 cuts right now. He needs to make something happen. He can't afford any mistakes, and the dive in to close out like a stick blender or something. So 2 rounds apiece on
final
game
round.
2. Somebody's going to lose
Set
bracket
point for
now, or
Nobi.
we're going
For
to
Wu
game
trying to stay alive.
Yeah, do or die for Darwood now. Very confident. We saw that down 3 at the start of the round, but not going to matter. Nobi's going to take all that pressure back with the big mid counter hit. But unfortunately, oh, never mind. I was about to say combo drop. I think that was
Oh, just got him trying to duck there.
The game we
down
play.
forward 2 though. The extension from
Right.
the stance, tracking Darwood. We're going to get to the flaming wall.
With Lars wall carry, it's like a travel agent.
Nah,
He
for
has
sure,
to
Van.
collect that for
Hope
quite
you have a
some
good
time.
night, a
Gets
good
that hit
good
at the
day,
end.
good night.
Heavy one too. Not looking good for Darwood.
Hope whatever
He
you
makes
got
something
planned
happen.
goes
There's a
well.
little bit of health, and he
And I
has
see you
range.
around, homie.
Chipping away. Nobi just waiting for an opportunity. Down 4 for the 3rd time. Another one.
Again,
Nothing
do it again.
amazing
There's a
happens
string.
here.
He's still got the heat.
My dog.
Now
Appreciate
still
you always,
alive.
homie.
Through those pokes, it's going to be one guess for Darwood. Time ticking down. 6 seconds
Ooh.
left. Nobi,
Ooh.
he just can't seem to kill
Ooh.
him. He goes
Ooh.
to the mid, but a clutch block.
The
There's only 2
defense!
seconds
The
left, but
defense!
Nobi,
In my
the
Tekken,
running
for all the
free
good it did
enough
him.
to scam the timer is going to take it 2-0 over Darwood Sikandar.
Damn.
So close. And
Ben,
that-
thank you
that
for the 10
was-
gifting, my boy.
That was so. That's,
I
it's
see you
heartbreaking
when
that
I see you,
sometimes,
playboy.
You know, you can see it's really.
Nobi
he's
taking it
feeling
2-0
right now.
over Darwood.
Big weight on his shoulders. He still is in. He knows what is in store for him on the other side of the bracket.
Yeah.
So he's gonna have to work through that, and he most definitely can. We could see him come back. They're gonna have a run back later in the tournament, and it may go the other way. But right now, Nobi in form with that Lars, knows what he's doing, knows what he wants, and is really ready to execute.
Yeah, no, ready to go. And, you know, a lot of people, they're bracket watching and, like, they know they have to play the loser of that on their loser's side. That is not what you want to be seeing. That is 2 absolutely world-class players. Someone has to go into losers.
All right, next up we have, speaking of world class, we have Edge. We have another Hwoarang player ready to go. We have Edge and Roach.
Yeah.
So we know you guys at home know Edge. But let's tell you about Roach a little bit. Roach is one of the top up-and-coming players in Australia from Western Australia. Won a major a couple months back.
Yeah.
And he's really just been killing it. He did really well at one of the pre-BAM tournaments at Pixel Bar the other day.
Yeah, he won it.
Yeah, no, he came second, I think, to McCheese.
No, he won, I believe. Roach won the thing.
We'll have to double check on that.
Pretty sure he did.
Yeah, we can check on that later. And I think
If he didn't look, that's good either way. That is good either way.
McCheese defeated Hangman in winners finals.
Yeah.
And with King, I think.
Yeah, they had a king mirror.
And then in the grand finals, McCheese took the reset and then took it to the end.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, but let me double check
when
later.
you're taking someone to that level anyway,
Yeah,
right? Like,
Roach is the
it's
beast.
such a good performance because we've seen Roach over the years, like, go up and up and up and up. And, you know, he's from Western Australia, so he's all the way on the other side, right?
Yeah.
And he's
That was Switch
the
2 pre-ordered.
strongest
I have 2
from
of them
there for sure.
pre-ordered, and I think I'm
yeah,
going to do
just
a
had the
giveaway
pleasure
for the
of
second
seeing
one.
him get better and
I
better.
think
So,
starting on
you know, someone
Sunday,
like
we'll kick up a
McCheese
sub
or
goal,
a Hangman,
and if
for
I hit the
example,
goal, I'll
these
give the
guys,
second
some
one
of the best
away.
in the region, and now he's starting to get on that level, right? So just another contender to defend our home turf right now.
And he's one of those champions of that region in Western Australia where he's carrying that flag and he's really encouraging the scene to keep playing
Alright, Edge.
and motivate them. And
Show me
he's like
something.
a pillar of the scene over there. So he's a super nice guy.
Yeah.
Super nice
Oh
guy.
my God.
And #1 cheerleader, I don't know, she's Star Phoenix in the crowd somewhere, his partner.
Yeah.
They go everywhere together. Super, super wholesome people. But he's a menace in game. And he plays in a way where he plays kind of very honest. You won't see him do too many shenanigans, but he can whip those out once in a while.
Yeah.
But he's definitely like, he's